Hey guys, what is up? Kieran here with another Call of Duty Ghost Class Out video. In today's video we are going to be the ARX-160 assault rifle. First of all, I'm going to start by saying sorry I didn't upload this video last night. I've only just recorded it this morning because last night plan was we were jumping into Diamond Division. We didn't really know what we were getting into, so we all sort of needed all hands on deck. So I was pretty busy for that 4 hours, and then that ended at 11 because our time slot was 7 to 11. And then I had football this morning, so I decided to get myself an early night. So to make up for that, I am going to be uploading this class setup. I'm going to be uploading a video on the new gun Ripper, and I'm also going to be doing a Ripper class setup because if you don't already know, this is the last assault rifle that I'm doing because I've already done all of them. I'm moving through them in order. So next I'm moving on to submachine guns, and the Ripper is right there. So I'll get onto that in the next video. So starting off, I'll jump into the K.E.M class as I'm already here. Start from the top, work my way down. I've got the suppressor and the red dot sight. Suppressor. Also, if you didn't already know, oh, what did I just do there? It's got a built-in laser sight. Look at the description. It says fully automatic, high rate of fire, reduced recoil for the first 3 rounds, so it's immensely accurate. And a laser sight for increased hip fire accuracy. You may think, oh, well, that's bad. The enemy can just follow the laser back to the gun and know where you are, but only you can see that laser. So it's pretty much just for your advantage and your advantage only. So that does help. With this gun, I found that the reloading is pretty awkward. So I've got throwing knife here, just in case you can't reload. Just in time, you can just always throw a knife the enemy or whatever. Or if you're running around a corner, you can just throw it at them and get a really. Um, so that's why I use that. Also, I go for some throwing knife kills, K.E.Ms as well. If you do get I wouldn't mess around with it when you too much of a streak, but with the throwing knife while going for K.E.M, that'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, I'm just going off the subject here. With the suppressor, you need to remain hidden when you're new to K.E.Ms. Red dot sight. It does increase the accuracy. I know I've said that the accuracy is already really good, but that does help you if you read it. Like I've just explained, the first 3 rounds are more accurate. So if you can get every single one of them first 3 bullets onto the enemy, the red dot will help to achieve that, and you will get them down like extreme. When I first came onto this game, everyone was saying that this gun's like the ACR. This is the ACR FMW3. It is an amazing gun. I'll leave it for you to decide how it is. It's not my favourite. I use other guns, but I have tried it out and it has worked for me pretty well. Moving on to the perks, because I'm taking my time here. I've got the slide van for fast reloading, because you don't want to be killed while reloading when close to a K.E.M. I've got reflex so that you can get your throwing knife out a lot quicker, or also if you pick up a gun off the floor, you shouldn't really have to if you've got the fully loaded. But on this, if you haven't noticed, I've not got the scavenger perk on in my specialist. Oh yeah, I do. I've got it in my starting perks. Just try to remember why I did that. Oh yeah, that I did it because the throwing knife. Every time you throw a throwing knife, you're gonna have to go fetch it once you've thrown it. But scavenger, all you need to do is run over a scav pack and pick that up. So that's good for like your first 13 kills before you get on your bonus or anything, which is where I'd usually put my scavenger. Um, but that is really effective to have scavenger on. Like, and also your throwing knife. You're not really going to be going for that many throwing knife kills when you're on your bonus because to be like you want to be getting your kills quicker and like taking less chances. So that's why I've got scavenger on first. I've got reflex once again for throwing the equipment faster, and also if you have to pick up a gun, which you shouldn't have to because I've got scavenger fully loaded. You can switch weapons faster. That's just in the description there, so thought I'd involve that. Dead silence, you want to remain hidden once again, and also with the fully loaded, you start with maximum ammo. And moving swiftly onto strike package, I've got the Deadeye. With the first 3 bullets having better accuracy. The Deadeye, you usually get that in your first 3 bullets when you're on a streak. So that could take them down in 2 bullets if you're lucky. Depends how accurate you are and how high your streak is, how much damage it brings. But yeah, that could be really helpful when you're getting on them streaks, like loads and loads of less people and start sponging. So like you kill the enemies a lot quicker and more efficiently. So, if you don't want to run out for them scav packs. With the focus, you want to be keeping every bullet onto the enemy. Once again, for the same reasons, first 3 bullets carry less recoil. So that can be like amazingly helpful to get them 3 bullets onto them, and after that your accuracy will go down a bit. Ready up, you can like run around the corner and then not be afraid to not pull your gun up fast enough. Um, I've been playing with ready up for quite a while now. Like I usually put it on my starting perk, and it makes a hell of a difference. Like when you first start using it, you may think, oh, it's not even that much different. Start using it for about a week or so. Depends how much you play. I'd say use it for about a day's playtime. I could cover that pretty easily because I do play a lot of Call of Duty main game. Um, so if you use it for about a day's playing time or so, you will see the effectiveness of this. It is really helpful. I don't know how to explain it, but you need to try it to work out what I'm trying to get at. Also, moving on to the specialist bonus, I've got steady aim, which will help with the laser sight. The laser sight will make you like know whereabouts the bullets are going, and then the steady aim will keep it as a lower spread fire. Um, with the amplify, if you're beginning to camp when you, like, I'm not saying you should start camping at a 13. I think you should be running around quite a lot at a 13. When you get to about a 17 plus, that's when you should start camping a little bit. And from all that running, you will have enough ammo to like get from 17 to 25. Um, so that's why I've got that there. You can hear the enemy coming up behind you if they're catching on to where you're camping. I wouldn't suggest camping in the same spot for too long. Like switch it around like every 2 kills. ICU and blast shield. If you do camp in the same spot when you're close to a camp, they're gonna catch on to where you are, lob a grenade over at you. Blast shield will protect you from that, but then they'll still know that you're there because they'll get hit marks on you. So you need your health to regenerate a lot quicker, so jump back out at them. So that's why I use them too. This is taking quite a while, so I'm going to have to speed through this because I don't want it to be too long-winded, otherwise no one will watch the video and they'll think, oh, it's just going to be one class, when you've got to watch all my videos to see that I do 5 classes for 5 different game types of players, like K.E.M, Assault, Sport, Rush or Hidden. So that's why this takes so long. With the Assault, we've got muzzle brake and extended mags. You're not going to need to reload as much. Muzzle brake, extra damage, which helps a lot with the first 3 rounds with reduced recoil. You're going to be running around quite a lot more with an assault strike package rather than a K.E.M, because like you're only going to need, like I said, 17 is when you should really start camping, and the highest assault streak 15 for a Loki. I'm not too sure, but because I don't really use assault, when I use assault I usually use like battle hand, and that's it. But yep, you're going to be running around. When they see you on the map, they are going to like go to there, and you could like be like a step ahead of them, like all the way. You could like shoot someone, you're on the map, move, and then watch enemies come to that point where you were, get you a few more kills. Moving on to the perks, I've got the ready up. Once again, same reasons, I can't really explain it. It is just such an effective perk. You need to use it to see the advantages. Sleight of hand, you don't want to be in a tight situation where you're reloading, it's taking years to complete. I suppose you could take it off and use it for something different, because you do have extended mags. You're not going to be reloading as frequently, but I have it there anyway, just in case, because the last thing you want is to die one off your streak, and all because of reload time lasting too long. I've got the dead silence because you want to remain hidden. A sit rep because you don't want to be running around a corner and then being blown up by an ID. I'm not saying this prevents you being blown up, but it does give you the awareness of where everything is. Like they do show up like bright orange. Running around after scav packs, because you do start with like low ammo, so you're going to have to be running around at the start to pick up the ammo to start getting your streak going. So fully loaded helps you there. Ping, also you kill someone that it sets off a motion sensor from round about where they died, so that can help quite a lot to like revealing where the enemies are. That's why I use that on my assault class with this gun. It is really effective. That's why I use that. Support, we've got the holographic sight, mainly because I prefer that to the red dot sight in a lot of cases. Even though I don't use it as much, because I usually prefer the iron sights, but when I do use a sight I'd probably use a holographic more. Suppressor, I know you're going to be running around more, but suppressor does help uh, you remaining hidden if you're going after a flag in domination, for example. C4 you could put, like, I've also got the extra lethal, so you got two C4s. You could put one on like your spawn flag on domination, one on B flag, and when it's losing one of them, just double tap X or press the RB button to detonate them. Then you could end up getting quite a few kills from them. Ready up, once again, same reason. I'm sorry I can't really explain it any better than I already have. Sleight of hand, fast reloading, don't want to be caught up in one of them horrible situations. Um, Also with scavenger, you're going to be running around 10 times more with a support class rather than an assault class, because even though when you die your streak carries over to the next life. Focus, you want to be keeping every bullet on them if you're on a flag. Capping a flag in domination, you don't want to be like spraying and praying and like not getting many bullets onto the enemy. So focus does keep you actually up, and it also joins up well with this gun because it's got first 3 bullets with extra lethal. Already explained that, and one space left. So gambler could end up with Deadeye, or you could end up with extra tactical when you're not even using the tactical. So uh, you could choose to put something else on if you rather than not take gamble. But if you feel that you could get some good things, I find that you get more bad things rather than good things. One space, it could make the difference on that one life. But yeah, that's completely up to you. Moving on the rush, we've got the shotgun attachment. You may disagree with me here, but like if you're running around the corner and there's quite a few of them, you could always like just trigger finger that RB button to detonate. Well, not detonate, but to set off the shotgun shells from like underneath your barrel. It is such a powerful like little shotgun thing for an attachment. It's so overpowered. Like the range isn't too good, but the damage is amazing. Muzzle break, because with this you're gonna be with rushing, you're gonna be spraying and praying, so you need more damage than anything. And also we've got extended mags because we don't have the sleight of hand, so you don't really want to be reloading too much. So we've got the extended mags on, so um, the amount of times you need to reload in a life. Lethal is the shotgun because it's got like if you read it, lethal replaced by underbarrel, which is the shotgun. So that's there because you press RB to shoot with that. So you obviously can't have a grenade or anything. Um, Ready up, you can get your gun ready fast after sprinting. Still can't explain that very well. It is a rush class, so you're going to need to have the agility and marathon. You're not going to be alive for too long if you're rushing around like a maniac. So scavenger rather than fully loaded, because you're going to be running over a lot more scav packs and free attachments. Free attachments. You could always substitute that perk and only have 2 attachments. Depends how confident you are with attachment setups. That you need to have things that complement each other in this game. I've worked out 3 attachments is really effective if you can get the combination right. This is just what I use on this. So yeah, that's what I do. It's only guidelines. You can mix and match whatever you want. This is just what I do to give you an idea to work from. Moving on to the hidden. Say you're hiding somewhere like Stormfront and like you're hiding in the long grass underneath that little statue thing. Tracker sight, they wouldn't be able to see you through the grass, and then it'd be pretty hard if you're just crouching around there to like see through the grass. So the tracker sight, if you're aiming like at a doorway on Stormfront again, for example, in the grass, like they will show up as like an oracle figure through your sight on this tracker sight, which is really helpful because it gives you an advantage over the enemy if you're hiding. And suppressor obviously to keep the element of surprise, so that they don't know where you're coming from or anything, where their teammates got killed from, unless they do look at the skulls. Um, a lot of people don't look at the skulls, but good teammates do look at the skulls where their friends died. So that will give them an idea. So if you are gonna hide, I'd hide because you've got all these hidden perks. I would hide for about 3 kills or something like that, 3, 4, a bit more than you would without these perks, and then I would move on. Otherwise, you are gonna get caught in the act. So moving on to the perks, I've got blind eye, so oracles can't see you, sentries can't see you, and like the last thing you want is to be on a streak and then a battle hind just drops its bombs on you and then that's you gone. Dead silence, you can move silently, making you harder to detect. One downfall to this is the enemies using amplify will be able to hear you, but if you're hiding, you're going to be crouched a lot more. You're only really going to be stood up when you're like sprinting from one place to another. Like with dead silence, a lot of people do use amplify, but two spaces on your perk bar. People may think, well, I can if I want to use amplifier, I don't want to be able to hear my own footsteps, so they'd only use dead silence. So it all depends on who you're playing against. Sit rep, once again, you don't want to be blown up by coming round the corner and just having like multiple IEDs there, so that will give you a better route to go around the outskirts of the map. That's the best way to hide or camp, or however you want to describe it. Outskirts of the map, do your own thing, stay away from your enemies so that they don't, from your teammates, sorry, so that they don't like reveal your position. And also fully loaded, because you're not going to be running out as much. The strike package on this, it doesn't really matter. I would use assault, because you're going to be alive for a lot longer because you're hiding. Specialist, if you can't really like do with just these perks, if you need other perks as well, you could always use specialist. So yeah. Also with the rush, I think I skipped the strike package. If I haven't, I'll just go over it again. Strike package for the rush class, I would use support because it carries over to the next life. It doesn't really matter what streak you have on. It all depends on the game mode you're playing and how you play. Also against consideration what your enemies are using. If they're using IMSs and everything, I would put ground jammer on. Same with the well, obviously support for support strike package, assault for assault, and specialist for special. So yeah, if this has helped you in any way, put a like. Only takes a second to click that little thumbs up button. If there's anything that I can improve on, or if you've got any criticism or compliments to give me, just put them in the comment section, and subscribe for more gameplay, class setups, and just messing around on Call of Duty.